Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Allahumma sholli ala sayyidina Muhammadin wa ala alihi washabbihi wa barik wasallim. Terima kasih Bu Ayun sebagai penguji utama pada seminar hasil Saudari Hidayatul Mufidah dengan judul pembuatan silul sabit dengan penambahan TU2 dan zinc sebagai crosslink. Ya, insya Allah nanti akan bersambung jam 1 dengan Bu Feby sebagai penguji kedua. Ya, dipersilakan habis ini Mufidah untuk memaparkan hasil penelitiannya yang nanti dilanjutkan dengan tanya jawab. Siap ya Mufidah ya?
Ya, insya Allah Bu.
Ya, marilah kita buka dengan bacaan basmalah. Mudah-mudahan nanti lancar sesuai dengan yang kita harapkan dan hasilnya bisa bermanfaat. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Silakan Mufidah.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Honorable to Miss Eni Yulianti MSI as my supervisor. Honorable to Miss Dr. Akyunul Jana MP as my examiner. I would like to present about my essay with the title Making of Cellulose Xanthate Beads as a Support Material for Titanium Dioxide using Zinc Acetate Crosslink. This is my point of presentation. And the background of the research, the second aim of the research, the third scope of the research, fourth step of the research, the fifth result and discussion, and the last conclusion. Corn is one of the staple foods in several parts of Indonesia. The need for corn each year is increasing along with the large demand on an industrial scale. One of the parts of corn that is underutilized is the stem. Thus, the stem part is considered as agricultural waste and mostly burned, resulting in air pollution. Therefore, efforts to reduce agricultural waste from corn plants are by extracting cellulose because the most content is in corn stalk so that it can be used as cellulose xanthate beads. The main component of most corn stalk is cellulose, so it has the potential to be used a source of cellulose. The maximum utilization of waste corn stalk is carried out so that it has high economic value as animal feed, paper pulp making material, adsorbent, and beads. In this research, cellulose was used for making beads. Cellulose beads can be used as drug delivery, adsorbent photodegradation with methylene blue dye. Cellulose bead has a porous structure, has a high surface area, and has high reactivity and mechanical strength. The extraction of cellulose from the waste from corn stalks begins with a process lignification with the addition of nitric hydroxide to corn stalk powder to dissolve non-cellulose compounds, so that the bonds between lignin and cellulose will be broken. The next step is the bleaching stage using sodium chloride to degrade the remaining lignin. In this process, sodium chloride is conditioned in an acidic atmosphere with the addition of acetic acid. The cellulose extract from the bleaching process was contained with the hydrolysis stage using HCl. The purpose of the hydrolysis process is to degrade polysaccharide into simpler sugars. Modification of cellulose to cellulose xanthate process is easy, has high crystallinity and stability. The use of alginate is able to form beads because can form a gel, biodegradable, has low stability, and easily degrade thermally. In general, titanium dioxide is used as a semiconductor material with high photocatalyst activity because non-toxic, resistant to photodegradation, has a large surface area, and is reactive in absorbing photon energy, and has a band gap energy of 3.2 electron volt. Ionic dilation method is another method simplest and requires no tools design. In this research, the crossing agent used is zinc acetate because it can produce round and rigid beads. Beads with a 5% concentration result in beads that were rounder, rigid, and less sticky. The substance so that the result beads are getting rounder. Aim of the research. The first, to determine the characteristic of functional groups, crystal structure like absorption and band gap energy, and to test for photocatalytic activity on titanium dioxide alginocellulose beads. And the second, to determine the surface morphology of the titanium dioxide alginocellulose beads with the best composition. Scope of the research, the corn stalks used come from the village Ngaju Malang. Composition of titanium dioxide alginate cellulose xanthate using a ratio of 1.1.3. The photocatalyst uranium dioxide anatas. The porogen calcium carbonate used was 2 grams. The cross-link agent used was zinc acetate 5%. The research was conducted from July to December 2020 at the Physical Chemistry Research Laboratory, Faculty of Science and Technology, State East University Maulana Malik Ibrahim Malang. The following are the tools and materials used in the research. The steps of the research are as follows. The first sample preparation, the corn stalk was cleaned and dried in the sun. Dry sample mesh by grinding and sieving using 100 mesh sieve. In the off for 24 hours at a temperature of 90 degrees Celsius. And the last, the powder obtained was a research sample and characterized using FTIR. Extraction of cellulose from cornstalk, cornstalk powder soaked in natrium hydroxide 10%, and then extract obtained was washed several times with distilled water until the pH was neutral and squeezed. After that, 1% sodium chloride and acetic acid 10%. Then wash several times using distilled water until the pH is neutral and squeezed. The cellulose extract obtained was hydrolyzed using reflux and added with 5% HCl to obtain dispersed microfiber, and the last characterized using FTIR. Preparation of cellulose xanthate. Cellulose extract was immersed in 20% sodium hydroxide, then squeezed and let stand for 60 hours. The alkaline cellulose obtained was reacted with 37% carbon disulfide. Then it is shaken for 3 hours and the rest characterized using FTIR. Preparation of titanium dioxide alginocellulose xanthate beads. Add titanium with variation of the addition of 0, 0.4, 0.9, and 0.8 grams, then dissolve in aquadamine, and then stirred, and then alginate are added, then stirred until homogen. After that, added cellulose xanthate, added calcium carbonate, and stirring until homogen. Then drop it using a searing of 5% zinc acetate. The titanium dioxide alginocellulose xanthate beads were left to stand for 24 hours, then filtered and washed with aquadamine and added 1% HCl. After that, shaker, and then the beads were often at 37 degrees Celsius for 5 hours, and characterization with SRD and UV DRS. The last photocatalytic activity test. Added 0.1 gram beads into 25 ml of 10 ppm ethylene blue, then put in the photoreactor or condition for 60 minutes. After that, UV irradiated for 180, and then absorption was measured with a UV spectrophotometer with a wavelength of 665 nanometer. And the last characterization and data analysis with FTIR, SAM-ADS, SRD, VVS-DRS, and the last two VVS. Result and discussion. Characterization of functional group using FTIR. The resulting spectra shows cellulose. Then at wave number 1511 shows the namely lignin. The wave number 1732 shows the hemicellulose. And then wave number 1024 shows the cellulose xanthate. Of the surface morphology of the particle using SAM-ADS. The particle surface morphology was obtained from beads 0.8 titanium dioxide alginate cellulose xanthate. Indicate that the beads have oral and porous surface. Result EDS shows that there are titanium and zinc elements in the beads, which indicates the presence of titanium dioxide in the element by 1.38% and the zinc element by 43.55%, which indicates that it has a cross-linking process occurs between the alginate and zinc. Characterization of crystal structure using SRD. The crystal structure of the titanium dioxide cellulosantate beads has a peak at angle position of two characteristic of titanium dioxide above based on the GCPDS. These show that at the peak of the titanium dioxide diffraction increase with the addition of the composition because the more titanium dioxide is added, the ratio increases. Where at the peak calcium carbonate diffraction shows that there is no change in the resulting ratio because the composition used is the same. Character the crystal size of titanium dioxide indicating that the higher the mass of titanium dioxide, the smaller the crystal size. This suggests that the smaller the crystal size, the larger the surface area, so that the photodegradation ability increases. Characterization of light absorption area and bandgap energy using UV-Vis DRS. The light absorption area and bandgap energy of the titanium dioxide against cellulose beads show that with the increase in titanium dioxide composition, there is a shift in the wavelength to a higher direction. The resulting absorption shift affect the value of the bandgap energy value. Based on the table, it shows that the higher the titanium dioxide composition, the smaller the bandgap energy product. So that the addition of titanium dioxide can shift the absorption to the visible light region 429 to 457 nanometer. In this case, titanium dioxide as a photocatalyst material has more electron excited in the visible light region. Photocatalytic activity test of titanium dioxide against cellulosantate against methylene blue solution. The degradation test of the methylene blue solution was carried out at a concentration of 10 ppm using material with titanium alginate cellosantate. The presence of UV light radiation can absorb the energy of photons in the UV region to excite electrons, resulting in larger holes, the photocatalyst in dark condition. Whereas in dark condition, the grade of the methylene blue solution is low because the photocatalyst does not absorb photon to excite electron to the condition band, so no holes are produced in the photocatalyst system. So the photocatalyst only acts as an absorbent. In bit 0.6, the percent degradation has decreased because the resulting bandgap energy is higher than bit 0.4, whereas in the photocatalytic activity of 0.8 bits increased the percent degradation because the resulting bandgap energy was smaller than bits 0.6. Therefore, the bandgap energy is inversely proportional to photodegradation. The lower the bandgap energy, the higher the percent degradation. Bits in dark condition act as absorbent, indicating a change in diameter size before and after absorption in methylene blue solution. The diameter of the bits before absorption was 1.400 to 1.983 millimeter, while after absorption was 1.609 to 0.75 millimeter. This bit change, the diameter becomes larger according to the absorption in the methylene blue solution. And the last conclusion, based on the FTIR analysis, shows cellulose, lignin, hemicellulose, and cellosantate. Based SRD analysis on the diffractogram, it shows that the diffraction peaks composition because the more titanium dioxide is added. The ratio increases. But based on the UV-Vis DRS analysis, it shows that it is getting bigger, the composition of titanium dioxide, then the resulting bandgap energy is getting smaller, so that the addition of titanium dioxide can shift the absorption to the visible light area. The composition of the bit titanium dioxide against cellosantate, which was the best in the ability of photodegradation of methylene blue date, namely bits 0.8 titanium dioxide alginate cellosantate. The result of 62.1% as same analysis on the diffractogram showed morphology. The surface of the bits 0.8 titanium dioxide alginate cellosantate, which has a rock and porous surface. Terima kasih.